auto space. If you have in your possession a car which is more than 11 years old and don't know what to do with it, the piece of news might interest you. The Road Transport and Highways Ministry has released a concept paper for its proposed voluntary vehicle fleet modernization policy that aims to take off the old polluting vehicles off the road. The policy aims at incentivizing people to retire their old vehicles that were bought before March 2005 or are below BS5 standards. So what exactly are the incentives? Let's go through them with Ronojoy Banrejee, who is joining in now with the details. Ron, what are the incentives that have been proposed by the Road Ministry? And, are you one of the contenders to scrap your old cars?
Well, I'm not going to answer that question, Kritika, but essentially the government has proposed a three-tiered incentive structure. So if you have an older vehicle, all you need to do is take it to a scrapyard, which is government recognized. They're going to give you a certificate. With that certificate, you're entitled to a 50% exemption on excise duty, which is not a small amount. Let's just say on a small car like a Swift, which attracts an excise duty of 12%. So a Swift costs about 7 lakh rupees. On that, you're paying currently an excise duty of 84,000 rupees. So under the scheme, you'll be entitled straight away to a discount of 42,000 rupees. Apart from that, also, when you're selling your vehicle to a scrapyard, you'll be making some money also because of that. And interestingly, the government has also incentivized the automakers to shell out some special discounts from their very own pockets. But of course, this is just a white paper. It's, right now, it's just a paper. It's a consultation paper. They've been given 2 weeks for different stakeholders to come and give their views. A lot of that will depend on how the finance ministry will look at this, because an excise duty exemption of 50% may actually be a big amount. Why is the auto industry so interested and excited about this? Because the last time the UK government had introduced a scheme like this back in 2009 at the height of the recession, we saw an overall uptake in volumes of 25-26%. So this can actually be a brilliant driver for actually sort of increasing the overall volume. So no wonder the auto industry has been lobbying for this, not for the last 5 or 10 years, but for the last 15 years.
Okay, so when that comes into effect, Ron will probably scrap his old car, buy a Mercedes or a BMW going forward. Thanks though, Ron, for joining in with that. Let's go.